Hey, sweethearts, and this is a personal video. This is a video about depression, and yeah, I have it. I do have depression, and it is something that I struggle with. There are days when I don't even want to get out of bed. There are days when I don't want to do nothing at all. All I want to do is just sit and cry. Dressing up and everything only really helps, putting on makeup and everything. Wearing my cute little aprons, it makes me smile. And yes, you're wrecking my beehive. The thing is that a lot of people don't understand depression, and, like Carey came out with bipolar disorder, and people are like, well, that's not depression. No, but it can lead to severe mood swings, where you're really happy one minute, but then severely depressed the next minute. And, it's just for years, I just didn't know what was wrong with me, why I would get so angry, and why I would be just sit and cry for 30, 40 minutes sometimes. And, then one day I went to the doctor, and they ran some tests on me and stuff, and I have depression. And there are ways to, there are actually foods that you can eat that can help you get over it, like bananas are really good to help your mood. So I think I'll put a link in the description below for a list of foods that can actually help your mood. I'm really sad that a lot of people still have a stigma about mental illness, because it's not something that people should be ashamed of. I've had a hard life, I have, and it did help cause my depression. But I don't let depression get the best of me. So it's all depends on how you handle it. Have a support circle. There are therapists you can go to. And I know people don't like to hear this word, but medications. There are lots of things you can do. You don't have to let depression win. A lot of it leads to suicide, or it leads to them hurting someone. And I know they shouldn't do that, but the fact is, you're not the one with depression. You don't know what it's like. I've never hurt anyone, with my depression, but I have known people who have, they've flipped out, they've grabbed people, and they didn't even know what they were doing. They weren't trying to hurt somebody, but, all of a sudden their chemicals in their body just explodes, and, maybe if we understand it better, then we can treat this. I don't know. It just makes me sad that we, live in a society where people, it's like calling people who are gay or transgender like you have a mental illness, and I'm like, well, yeah, a lot of us suffer from mental illnesses, but being gay or transgender alone is not it. And it is how people treat. We are just getting worse when it comes to bullying and stuff, and I don't understand that at all. I'm just hoping one day that we move past this. That, Carey she shouldn't have had to hit it, but she was afraid of losing her job. She was afraid of her career being destroyed. So all those people laughing years ago, I felt sorry for her. I never did. She was always one of my favorites growing up. I was just sitting there like, my goodness, what's wrong with Mariah? And now it turns out we know why she had that erratic behavior. I'm glad we're studying the mind more, so that way we can know more about it. So please try to help. If you know somebody who's suffering from depression, give them a hug. Buy them a little stuffed animal. Just take them to the movies, or take them out to eat, or just give them a hug. Anything to help them try to get over this, because it's not good. Depression can kill. And that's the last thing we want to see somebody do. I mean, either kill themselves or they may, you never know. Most of the time it just leads to people killing themselves. And we don't want to see that.